Hey, my darlings, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Happy Friday to you. And it's almost the weekend. Well, the weekend is here. My name is Krista. I am the owner of Krista Gabriel Designer Brand. And welcome to another Creatives Talk. If you are new to my page, say hello. Let me know where you're from, where you're watching us from this evening. I have two persons joining me this afternoon, so sometimes it will be one, sometimes it will be two, depending on, where they're located, right? So as you guys come in, you could share, tag some people who you'd like to, who you think would enjoy looking at the live this evening. I have two designers coming in this evening to share with us, and I'm just waiting to see them join so I can add them to the live. So guys, my name is Krista again, for those who are now joining, owner of Krista Gabriel Designer Brand. I am a sewing tutor and custom fashion designer. So this is Creative Talk. Hello from under the flyover. Hello, Karen. Thank you for joining while you're on the road. Y'all come on, tag some people. Okay, so one of my guests just joined, so I'm going to add her now. Hi, Krish. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for those who every Friday join me. I appreciate it. Yes, I just enjoy having this this little live with you guys, Creative Talk. So let me add Ari for Petrina. Hopefully she joins soon. We will start by the time, and when she comes in, I will just add her as well. Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How are you, my darling?
Good, I'm good.
That's good to hear. So, guys, this is Ariel Choon. This is one of our guest designers today. So, we will go ahead and start. And when Petrina joins us, I will also add her to the live. Okay, so Ariel, you can take it away. You can let our viewers know your business, exactly what do you do, what part of the world are you from, what do you specialize in, those kind of, you can start it off with that, just introduce yourself, introduce your business, and let them know a little something about you. You could take it away.
No problem. So, first of all, thank you for having me. My name is Ariel Choon. I am the founder and owner of Choon Designs. I'm a Trinidadian, born and raised. I started my fashion company in 2020. I was 20 years old, just finishing my degree. Yeah, I'm 21 right now, so my business is fairly new.
Okay.
If you've seen my page and seen anything of what I do, it's all based on modest clothing. So
Right.
I've always been passionate about the arts as it relates to modesty and sophisticated clothing. So if you want, I can go ahead and tell you about where I got my inspiration from.
Yes, you can go ahead.
Right. So I actually got my inspiration from this community called the Preacher Girl community. Um,
Okay.
and that community is all about empowering women to believe that you have a calling. And if God placed something in your heart, if you are that anyone, they're all blessed with a calling and a purpose in life. And that kind of quickened something inside of me to believe that, you know what, God placed something in me. And if he did it, I believe that he will do whatever to make that come to life. And it's my business, my brand is all about saying that it doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter who you are, what you've done, or what you don't have, or what you have. Once God placed something in you, then it will flourish into something beautiful.
Sure.
It came from that inspiration that once God called me, no one can uncall me. And you don't need a pulpit to preach a message. You don't need a platform to say that, you know what, I believe in Jesus, and you know what, I'm a Christian. I use my brand as a tool to help me spread the gospel. So that's what my entire brand is all about. It's all about empowering women that you don't need to show a lot of skin to be beautiful. you could, and church people, and I know that there's this stigma that church people have to wear these tanty dresses, long dresses to your ankle. But no, I don't think that's right, because you can dress modesty yet be fashionable yet have a
Yeah.
statement. So
Yeah.
basically what my where my inspiration came from to start my business at at a very young age without any experience in the field, but I can safely say that all that I have accomplished so far is because of Jesus.
Ooh, Ariel, you said a lot there, darling. You said a lot. You said a lot. And I could relate to that because my brand also focuses on that. And I also aim to empower women and to encourage women to understand that you don't have to show everything to be um to be hip or to be in style or to be, it's okay to be modest, it's okay to cover up and still be stylish. That is fine. So I love that. I just love what you just shared there, it just speaks to me. So you said you recently started your business. So you started your business before COVID or during COVID?
During COVID.
During COVID.
Yeah.
Nice. So how has that been for you?
Um, at the start of last year, it really fantastic. But if I'm being all honest, this year has been really challenging.
Right.
Able last year I was able to get the word out on my brand, and with respect to the first week that I launched, I got 3 days after I released my first collection.
Right.
I got a phone call from Newsday, and I was featured on the newspaper twice, and
Nice.
it really has been well 2020, but 2021 has been truly a struggle. But
Right.
yeah, but I have tried my best to adjust and use the time that I have to invest in my skill. And that's a
Right.
good thing, because I looked at one of your TikTok videos, and I saw that you start off similar to me. You
Yeah.
you had workers sewing your clothing, and I started off that way too. But
Right.
now that I had all this free time, I actually taught myself to sew, and I
Yeah.
went to a few classes, and but I've been trying to do everything myself right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. When I started, it really wasn't workers, but I reached out, like I outsourced tailors. So I had a tailor that was sewing for me, and he started off really, really good, delivering on time, and then I have no idea what happened. I guess, well, um he was taking too much work. And then, of course, if you take too much work and you have to meet deadlines, you're gonna do what you think is more important. So my stuff started to suffer. Of course, remember, it's clients are just not sewing for fun.
Yeah.
And for if I can't deliver to my clients on time, of course it's gonna backfire on my business, because let's be real, customers don't care that your tailor is not delivering to you on time. They just know that they place an order with you, and both of you have the business arrangement, not them and the tailor. It is them and me, right? So my last straw with the tailor was him not delivering a particular order on time. And when I did come to realize, all he did was cut out the fabric, and he had it bundled up in a bag below some other. Listen to me, I got so furious. I
Yeah.
said, Jesus, I cannot lose my salvation over this. Let me go and learn to sew. Because I had a friend, she was telling me, I can go and learn with her aunt. That's the person I learned to sew with. And sometimes it just takes that one thing to push you over the edge. Maybe I should have done it sooner, but
Yeah.
it just took that one thing. Um, that made me realize, okay, I cannot go through this. I need to go and learn to sing. So that's what pushed me to go in that direction. And I have never regretted it. I've never looked back. Of course, I would love to hire people future wise because I can't, as you know, um, as the workload will increase, I can't do everything on my own. So, but as for now, I will do it. I love it. It's something I love, and I never knew I would enjoy teaching it as much as I do now. But
Really?
now I can actually share the skill with people who are willing to learn, who are as passionate as I am about sewing. You
Yes.
know, so it's very nice to hear that you started during the pandemic, and you said it started off good, and things have been a bit slow per
Yeah.
se, right?
Because as you know, we all are forced to close, and our
Yes,
fabric stores, our sweet, sweet fabric stores that are closed right now.
that are closed right now, and I know every week when we tune in, we are hoping to hear that
Yes.
fabric stores will open, and every week we are disappointed. So we're still hoping and we're still praying that something
I
will
think,
change.
I think
Um,
all the closed stores tired. Hear my voice calling.
Oh my goodness, Gail, tell me about it. I know how it is. I think my fabric stash is pretty low now,
Yeah.
and I really need to get some fabric to do what it is I need to do, but I'm just using what I can and not only that, because the main stores are closed, people who are actually selling, like if you call and you place an order and they would deliver it to you, the
Yeah.
prices have hiked up the prices a bit,
Yeah.
and I think I'll wait it out.
Yeah.
That's just me personally. I think I will wait it out, honestly, because
I have already told my customers, the day that the stores open up, I'm calling you. I'm letting you know that your order is processing.
yeah, definitely, definitely, because as you said, I agree with you. During this time, you work on your skills, you improve, you do whatever you have to do so that when things do open up for us,
Yes.
um, you could just hit the ground running and you're not now trying to plan and prepare and put things in place. And now is the preparation time. Sometimes we just have to see the best or make the best out of the situation. So we prepare now and improve on our skills or just work on the business until better things can be done,
Yes.
So I like that. I like what you said, I believe you're moving in the right direction. I'm sure others who are looking would say the same, right? So, if anyone who wants to become a fashion designer or um, they're thinking about it, like making it a career, right? What would you tell them? What advice would you give to them?
First of all, I think that you need to have drive. You need to have something that it has to be something that you're passionate about and something that you have a vision of where you want to go. I know there are some people that just go into it because, I like clothing. I want to dress up. I want to model. I want to take pictures. It's so
Mhm,
much more than that. You
mhm,
there are a lot of ups and downs in the business.
mhm,
Um, with respect to customer service, being a small business and creating your garments from scratch, from hand sewing, it's really a trial and error. Because
mhm.
even when I release a new collection, it's not just I coming up with designs, having them made, and selling them. It's a whole process, drafting patterns over and over, going through whether these fabrics will be right for this design, whether it's washable, whether my threads would rip. There is so much to take into consideration. And but every step of it is a learning process. And if you're
Mhm.
really determined and have a drive for the industry, I believe that you could make it. Because just as I did, I have I do not possess a degree in fashion, but
Mhm.
I have been receiving a lot of mentorship, and so far it's really been how do I say it? It's been difficult yet. enjoyable.
Nice. Yes. You really don't need, I mean, people who want to go that way is fine, as in get your degree and all of that, because I also don't have a degree in fashion and design. Yes, I did. My teacher, apart from sewing, also taught me design, but I didn't get any certification from, like, let's say UTT or any school, any university in the US or the UK, or and I've been learning under some really, really good mentors. And I must say, you just always try to improve your skill no matter what. You always try to go higher and do not stay at the same level. I just believe it's always about that. And once you know what the greater goal is, like you said, you want to bring impact, bring some change to the lives of women.
Yeah.
You will always have something to drive you, and to keep you going, basically.
Because fashion
So
industry is so loaded and packed, and you must have something that sets you apart from the rest. So
yeah,
first of all, if you're thinking to go into the industry, I think the first thing to do is think about what separates you from the rest, and what change are you gonna bring to the
yeah.
fashion industry.
Definitely, definitely. I agree. There must be something that separates you from everyone else. You can't be, you don't want people to say, well, oh no, this person already exists. Well, what are you doing different? You must know from the get-go, from the beginning, what you are willing to bring, what you are willing to do. Let me see if Petrina is on. No. Okay. What you are willing to do to shake up things, to change, to bring some sort of change to the industry, even in the lives of people, whether it's one person, many people, what are you willing to do to bring some sort of change, to bring some sort of impact to the industry? So I saw Petrina just join. Let me add her. Let me see if she will come on.
Let me just say hi. Hi, Rachel.
Hi
Hi, Petrina.
guys.
Nice to have you
So
join us.
sorry, I'm late and now got in,
Okay, okay.
right? Yeah, plenty traffic on the road on my side.
Okay, so Petrina, this is Ariel. Ariel, this is Petrina. I don't know if you all know each other, really.
Hi.
Hello.
No, I don't think so.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay, so
Hi.
Ariel was just sharing with the audience, about her business, about her brand, what inspired her, what
Right.
is her goal, her mission, what she has been doing so far during COVID. So, Petrina,
Right.
can you share with everyone, let everyone know who you are and the name of your business, and you can share a little bit, and then we continue.
Okay. Well, the name of my brand is Sandbrown Designs. Um, it was not. It wasn't anything planned. It was never idea that I would be sewing because my background is really construction,
Okay.
right? Yeah, um, in civil engineering and quantity surveying. So, doing sewing has been a challenge for me, but I would say due to my construction background, it helped me in ways like there are certain things that really can't be taught in a classroom concerning sewing.
True. I agree.
And I would see things and I would try and break it down in my mind. And it's something I always actually sewing for myself is something always want to do because my grandfather used to do it, my mom do it, my aunt, I have an aunt as well, I have a cousin who studied fashion design.
Mm-hmm.
But I would see them I would see them cut the clothes. I know how to assemble. I would see them cut, but I never knew how to assemble it, right? So this sewing, I would say I fall upon it by chance. Someone I saw on television advertising a store in South that they cater for people, who sew, who do crafts and whatnot. And I decided to give it a try. And she decided to take some of my things. And without much thinking, I went right into it. I decided to, make it into something.
Okay. So that's how you came about with Sandbrown Designs.
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, Sandbrown was a nickname a guy I used to work with. He gave me, right? So it kind of suited me perfectly. So I just ran with it.
Okay. All right. So how has things been
Yeah.
during COVID?
It started off good when they now started talking about wearing face masks and whatnot.
This is last
I
year.
had a lot of orders
Yes.
right last year,
Okay.
Face
right?
mask as well.
Yeah, right. And and then when things like the started open back up, I worked with another. You might be familiar with them. The name is Rock PDH.
Uh-huh.
I would do
Yeah, designer. Uh-huh.
right. I would do assembling. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I would do assembling with them. They would cut out and I would do the assembling.
Right.
But then as things closed back
Right.
down, it totally slowed right
Mm-hmm.
down.
I
Yeah.
feel you.
Yeah.
Because I think this lockdown was longer than last year, not so? Well, at least for me, it
Yeah, I
felt
believe
that
so.
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it is feeling like that,
To me,
yes.
it felt that way because I think last year by June, things had started to open back up. And we are at the end of
Right.
July and a lot of things are still closed. So I
Yeah.
think this lockdown is a little longer than last year when they initially locked everything down,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
Um, so Petrina, what about your business? Exactly what's the aim of your business? In terms, so Ariel said her aim of her business is really to empower women and about responsibility and those kind of things. So, what is the aim of your business?
Well, my aim, I wouldn't really say the aim of a business, but something in my heart I always wanted to do is provide for children who are needy.
Okay.
Children who, the parents can't afford, you know, so in terms of like giving clothes and toys, because it's something I started doing because I have kids. So, when they outgrow those things, I will always sort out like the good stuff and, give to people who need,
Right.
right? And I know it kind of might be off where my brand is concerned, but it's something in my heart, and I would like to use my brand
Mm-hmm.
to further go along with that. Something as well I don't think we look at in the community is also women who don't have, like, doing like a nice little care bag with just the basic stuff like sanitary pads and toothpaste and deodorants,
Mm-hmm.
these basic things that have people out here, as women. You have some women who just have two underwears, you know, and those little things. I mean, besides putting food on the having you put food on the table, right? I mean, a woman wants to feel like a woman,
Right.
you know. So like doing like like a proper bag. You're not just giving them like a gift bag with stuff, but I would give them like a bag they could also use.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a shopping bag, maybe a bag they could dress up with, something I don't use anymore, right? And it's not to say I sat down and think about it connecting with what I do, but it's something always in my heart that want to grow and you know do it big on a bigger scale.
Okay.
I like that. That's wonderful. It's so
Yeah,
true.
Yeah.
that is what he just said. Oh, Antoinette just said Sandbrown's bags are beautiful. I agree.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
I agree. I agree. So yes, giving back is always great. Last year for my fourth anniversary, listen, time flies so fast sometimes I don't even remember who my business. But some years ago I used to volunteer at the shelter. It's a shelter for battered women. And this year we supposed to everyone knows country gets shut down again, right?
Mm.
So
Right.
it's always good. I agree with you, Petrina. It's always good to give back because there are a lot of people in this fortunate position. People, especially now with this whole lockdown, who can't even afford the minimum for themselves. And those years when they have family
Yeah.
to support, you know. So it's always good to give back. And it's always good to put it out there as well to see how many people, because there are people who are always willing to help them. So to put it out there and see how many people you can get to join the drive or to join in to make things out helping these people. That's always a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's beautiful and admiring too is that
Yeah.
I see a lot of small businesses, small designers doing these initiatives, and these are people who are struggling themselves because they
Yeah.
are forced to close down. And I see it like
Yep.
in the smallest of ways, either putting a mask or doing a food basket hamper. I think that's truly, truly amazing to see the hearts of the people in the fashion industry right now.
Yeah. I
Yep.
agree. I definitely agree with you, Ariel. I think it's because we get it. We understand where
Yeah.
these people are coming from, where they're coming from the situation. Even though some of
Yeah.
us may not entirely have experienced it the way they would have experienced it, or a similar
Right.
experience, understand. Because our businesses have been affected by this whole shutdown,
Yeah.
Truly.
by COVID. And there are businesses that have been able to run through the entire thing from since 2020, never locked down, right? And then there are us who have to lock down, who have to shut down, and we just have to adhere to the regulations where we can until there's a change
Yes.
in the syllabus, as the whole So, so
Yeah.
Petrina, any person, I asked Ariel, anyone who wants to become a designer or wishes to get into the fashion industry, what advice would you give them?
Okay. From my experience, you have to have a support system,
Okay.
right? Yeah. If you have a family or not, you need a support system. Maybe a mentor, maybe that one person who um, supports your dream.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
you know, because you might tell somebody something that you have in your heart, and they would be like, "Well, I know somebody who's doing that already. Why you want to do that?"
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you would second guess yourself, and for all you know, when you start, things could be great. So just keep trying. Just keep trying, keep putting yourself out there. You're going to have the bad days. You're going to have the bad days, and you always need to take time and like how I should say, like collect yourself, right? Because the negativity is going to be out there. It's something we cannot get rid of, right? Because I have started I have started my brand about 6 years now. And sometimes I'll tell myself, why am not further? But then, there are setbacks in life and you just have to keep pushing through, right? Because when I read stories about like Jeff Bezos and Sam Walton and Jack Ma, these people that have these big organizations from when they start to now, right? Is like if they could be billionaires, right? Start envisioning the impossible then.
Yeah.
Start envisioning, well, I could become a next billionaire. And think big, right? Always see yourself doing bigger things despite where you are now, you know? So that would be my 2 cents.
I agree. I think we should always explore that one person to encourage you because even though yes, you need drive and you need passion and you need consistency, truth be told, there are days you're not going to feel it.
Yeah.
There are days you're not going to want to get up and do this or do that. I remember once somebody told me, something they were saying about they wanted to something they wanted to do told them and they told me well, if you get the drive or the cover or whatever. He said that is
Yeah.
reality. But if I know what my feelings, I would know it, and that is the truth. I would, whenever I feel like it, I would do it, and even if it's not right?
Yeah.
Because I don't think sometimes people understand the life of an entrepreneur. I have to laugh because when I was making my TikTok video, one of the last videos I made, that's with the makeup and transformation and all of that, right? When I was
Yeah.
done, somebody said, life of an entrepreneur. I just laughed because I understood how much time it took to do that. The
Right.
makeup from the okay, let's do it over. It's not like people want to on the camera and they do this thing and like, you know, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It's like a over and over
Mm.
and over. They get it done. Then sometimes like when I'm sewing, I mean I haven't done that in a while, but when I just started, I would get up sewing maybe 2 o'clock, 2 o'clock sometimes, especially if I'm coming to a deadline. It's me.
Yep.
Sleep. I listen.
I have done
Yeah.
it.
When
Yes.
when you're an
I have done
entrepreneur,
it
it
many
have
times.
nothing like 8 hours of sleep.
Mm.
It have nothing like that. It have nothing like
Mm.
that. Nothing like that. And I know only those who in it will really know and understand that. You
Yeah.
know? So
Yeah.
it's always good to have somebody to follow you who you really need because the amount of negativity in this world, you really need people that are
Yeah.
genuinely for you and there
Yes.
to
Yes.
encourage you and push you when you need to be just as much as you. So
And
I
there's
do
this
agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's this big thing about comparison nowadays that people
Yes,
do. They go on and
yes,
say, I think I should be there and I'm already here. And you compare yourself to a lot of other people. I
yes,
recently learning this from this word that he's more into slow rhythms, like words, like one of like words like delight and abide. And in all, it's so easy to get caught up in the fashion industry because it's so fast. Everything moves at a lightning speed, and sometimes you can't even keep up because you're struggling as a sole proprietor. You alone
yes,
trying to do marketing, sewing, um,
yes,
creating collections. It is like all the process. You alone is responsible for you. It can be
Yeah.
tiresome at a lot of times. There was this one time that I went through that I was afraid to even go on my page. I just went through this phase that I was so afraid of it failing, and I just kind of like a few days, like
Yeah.
I didn't even want to go on my business page, and those things happen. It does. So it's
Yeah.
truly overwhelming as a business as an entrepreneur,
Yeah,
especially in these times.
yeah. We really try not to compare because comparison is a killer habit, right? Um, everybody have their unique, have something unique about yourself, about your business, and comparing yourself to others it doesn't help. It only brings and it only, um, like I was saying in another live, with the first creative stuff that I did with the designers that were with me, I was telling them, I saw, I follow Gabrielle on Instagram. She put up on my feed, and I saw she was getting a box from my feed. Not all the famous, but and here she is supporting Mary J. Blige. Now she could have been comparing and saying, "Oh, I'm not going to do that," blah, blah, because she have a
Right.
business as well. But here she is supporting her
Right.
friend, if they are friends, supporting her friend, unboxing,
Yeah.
So, I did
Yeah.
grasp the concept of collaboration and unity. And I don't know why, like, smaller businesses, it's like it's like a competition, and it's
Yeah, yeah,
we should collaborate, come together. Why not?
yeah,
People will always buy what it is
Exactly.
they like. Somebody might see Ariel scrolling and say, "Oh, I love that dress. I love that gown." They buy it. Or they might see my stuff and say, "Oh, they see a handbag and they say, oh, I love this."
yeah.
It all depends on what the person wants, and so, um, I think a lot of small businesses now getting the idea and understanding that it's not about comparison, but about collaboration. But I do still have
Right.
some way to go. So, we still have a little way to go because, it's as simple
Yes.
as I always push it to say it's pay free food. That's the only currency you'll ever get free in your life. There's nothing
Yeah.
to like, something to comment, because
Yeah.
algorithm mixes. If you comment on somebody post, or you save it, or you share it, you get some more like. Now
Right.
like is okay, but likes are the lowest form.
Yeah.
You understand? So I always say it's not more. And Ariel, by the way, I must say I saw um collection in the other day. It was beautiful.
You stick it.
Huh?
You kind of stick it. Can you repeat it?
I said I looked at your collection from January 8th, and
Oh,
it's beautiful.
thank you. Well, I have to say the same about all of the opening comments. I love
Yes, yes, they have
yeah,
a lot of them.
yeah,
Yeah, I must say. All right, so ladies, hopefully, because we are 27, is there anything you'd like to tell the viewers, our viewers, present viewers who will watch the replay, anything you'd like to tell them before you go ahead and start?
Tony.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you again for having me. It was such a pleasure getting to hear from fellow digital designers. I look forward to hearing more from you all and being at I'm excited now to see. Um, I just want to say that if you have a dream, follow it. It doesn't matter what people think, what people say about you. As I said before, what's God called you, no one can call you. It doesn't matter what people say or what people think. If you have a drive and you know that you can do this, then by all means, go for it. Go for it, and I'm sure if this is what you place in your heart, then you will help to accomplish it. So, thank you for listening.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I would like to say that, well, I admire how Krista blow up on the Instagram, Lord, right? Because I am still afraid of putting myself out there. Honestly, this is my second IG live, right?
This is my first one.
The
I
first one
don't
I
like
did,
lives at all.
Ariel is your first, like, everybody
neither.
Yes,
I've
I
interviewed so far has told me that, but not from the first set, but from the second set touchdown, it's everybody's first live.
I don't like going live at all.
Mhm. Yeah, I guess you're seeing yourself in motion, and other people are going to see yourself in motion. I think that is what is the big fear, as well as for me putting myself out there, and I am still working on the negativity, right? Putting myself out there, and I I always try to like, okay, stay on schedule, right? Like, stay on schedule in terms of, okay, I may set myself out to do certain things on my own, um, but no matter the time of day, I make sure I get it done. Because being a mother, being a wife, and I have 3 children, right? You find out always being distracted with something. So that's why I initially said you must have a support system, right? Um, and to anyone out there who may see this, I just like to say that if you just have to stay in your own element, right? Nothing is wrong with us, you know. Um, don't try to copy others, right? As Krista pointed out, comparing yourself to what other people do. Where sometimes, you go scrolling, and you see somebody, doing something, and it's like, why didn't you
Yeah,
do that?
it
And
happens. It
you know,
happens.
but this time period with COVID has brought me a lot of new ideas where I am diversifying my business, right? Still going to do the sewing, right? But I'm going to, introduce other things, right? Because we have to think about what people need in this time. Because, um, you don't want to create stuff and just pop down there, because, you have to look at, what's going on around you. Like, okay, I don't know what's going on, Ariel or Krista, but I could know the people around me, what it is they need, you know. So that's another thing to look at people needs, and to keep your brand out there and interesting. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, ladies, for sharing this evening. Thank you for your yes to create this talk. Ariel, your first live. Petrina, your second. Ladies are doing wonderful. So
Thank you.
you'll be for that live. But thank you so much for saying yes. I appreciate it. Thank you for sharing about your businesses, and thank you for sharing those nuggets and um, um, advice to anybody who may be interested in starting a business, right? So, guys, thank you so much for joining us. You have to go and look at their pages, follow them, if you not
Yeah.
follow. Um,
And we could probably collaborate
Of course.
sometime.
yes, I'm always up for collaboration. So, you know, um, let's get the ball rolling. Thank you, everyone, to all the
Yeah.
viewers. I appreciate you guys coming out and watching every Friday favorite talk. To everyone who will be looking at the replay, well, you can also comment, feel free to comment. what you get about the Indians' life. Go check out their pages, follow them. They have some beautiful work, people. Tag your friends, tag your family. People you know would love what it is they do so much. I think you guys have a safe weekend. I think we have already
Yeah.
good. I think the manifestation is done something right? Although we are in London, we can't
Yeah.
win. Anyway, you guys have an
Yeah,
amazing
exactly.
long weekend. Enjoy the rest of Bye, everybody. Bye bye.
Thank
Same to
you
you.
again.
Bye,
Bye.
Ariel. Bye.
Bye.
Nice meeting you as well.
Bye.